Peace. Man, had that now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now, I want to deal with Aragonite. Aragonite just right off, is very, very great for the connection with the Earth Star chakra. And dealing with the Earth Star chakra is that one step closer to having a stronger connection with the earthly plane. In a lot of cases, this crystal, I always suggest this and fire agate, but of course, this one for people who's having trouble with feeling in their body or in this earthly existence. You definitely want to work with Aragonite that allow for you to bring down that light into the body, and be more, more connected with the earth. Matter of fact, and because this creates a strong connection with earth, Aragonite also promotes a conservationist type of vibe, where basically, being connected to earth so strongly, you're gonna have an empathetic vibe towards earth. You're gonna feel Mama Earth's pains, you know what I'm saying? So in essence, you're gonna have this urge to want to make sure you're taking care of earth. You're gonna have that vibe of like when you see little trash laying anywhere, you're gonna want to pick up trash, or plant a new flower or plant somewhere. Go sit in the garden and connect. But more so taking care of earth. You know what I'm saying? Like on some cleaning up, or doing some type of work with animals. Taking care of animals in nature. Some of that, some on that vibe. But Aragonite, promotes that vibration in essence. Basically for us to take care of earth, take care of that, take care of our temple, and then we take care of earth's temple. As a matter of fact, also, Aragonite is good for relieving stress, resentment, anger, and anxiety. Which I find that for sure, like anger, for sure anxiety and stress, it travels through the nervous system, and like the nervous system in essence is I would say is very connected to our ley lines and meridians in the body. You know what I'm saying? So the Aragonite has a strong connection to ley lines, in general, within our body and, within the earth's body as well. But, the relieving stress and anxiety in essence is tied to it being connected to our ley lines, or aka our nervous system. As a matter of fact, that's one of the analogies of the Adam and Eve story. When they talk about the tree of knowledge or the tree of good and evil, our nerves look like tree. Like if you look at the nervous system, it look like a bunch of little branches, fractals, of a tree. And then you got your nerves, you got your nervous system up here, close to the pineal gland, and you got your nervous system close to your genitals, and it was said that Adam and Eve traveled to the tree in the middle of the garden, you know what I'm saying, or, in that little genital area, That's one of the little vibes towards the story, but basically this crystal clears any blockages within our energies, and is from our own ley lines within our body, and also it protects us from geopathic stress. So basically, it's certain areas, on Earth, or just in general, just anywhere on Earth, where it carries a certain energetic signature from whatever happened there in the past. Like say for instance, you always use the example of like if you used to walk into a jailhouse, or say for instance, and you go into a jail cell, nothing's happening in that jail cell. Nothing. Matter of fact, they don't even have no prison. Say for instance, you would go into a museum of a prison. Then when you go in that jail cell, you could just feel like murder and fighting and kill. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a strong energy of rage come over. That's the geopathic energy of that area in essence. You know what I'm saying? Which, when we think about geopathic energy, you don't think of it being inside of a building in essence, but I mean, the earth is under you no matter whether you're inside of a building or not, you know what I'm saying? Now, whether it's right under you, because you could be, high above the ground, but again, it's still under you nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? So protection from those negative vibes and those vibes that could throw off your energy that's within a certain area. Aragonite helps with that, and again, clearing any blockages within the ley lines of the body. We have certain areas that may get blocked up, energetically, and then it causes us to act a certain way, or it causes some dis-ease in the body. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely matter of fact, because this helps to heal aches and pains, stress and anxiety. So back again, pointing to its connection with the with the ley lines, or the nadis and meridians within the body. Got over like 72 nadis, not say neural pathway, but just energetic pathways in the body. This is also good for balancing the lower chakras. So basically keeping the energy, so instead of being so strong, more strong in your solar plexus than you are in your root and your sacral, or being more strong in your sacral than you are in your root and your solar plexus, or the root being stronger than the other two. Like, it keeps it at a balanced spot, where it has a balance between all three chakras, or you could say 4 chakras if you want to add the earth star chakra, which in different diagrams and different little schools of thought, so to speak. Some people consider the root chakra to be where the earth star chakra at. Some people consider the earth star chakra to be in the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll vary, but from the vibe I catch and I deal with, is the earth star chakra being like right under the feet. But again, this balances the lower chakras, so one chakra won't be stronger than the other, because that's the whole vibe of us balancing the chakras in general. It's so you could be a complete being, where no one aspect of yourself is overpowering than the next. Like, you're completely balanced in all aspects of of yourself. And that's basically what Source is doing. God as a whole is balancing, like, doing its best to balance out the whole aspect of our existence. And also noted that for working with aches and pains, Aragonite would be good in combination with amber. Matter of fact, amber good for people with arthritis and have like rheumatoid type of pains. And then also amber is good for the little babies when they're teething. So definitely, dealing with the aches and pains, healing the body on that level, Aragonite in combination with amber, would be very good. And basically, this crystal is basically doing acupuncture to the body, by having this crystal interacting and, dealing with this crystal. It basically is like, acupuncture, where they put the little needles and hitting all the little nadis and meridians. This crystal does that for us without actually putting the little needles in the little spots, but this crystal works on those areas. Matter of fact, keeping us again fully balanced. And also, which is something that's pretty rare for earthy crystals. Well, not this part. The part, like, it promotes past life visions and basically forgotten memories. So it works with the past life chakra, and that's not nothing strange of a earthy crystal, because matter of fact, petrified wood, and matter of fact, more earthy crystals deal with your ancestry, because your ancestry in essence deals with your physical existence. So that's why a lot of earthy crystals will deal with ancestors on a certain level, because it's dealing with your existence on the earthly plane. So it's connecting you with your bodysuit has in essence your ancestors flowing through it. So that's why it creates that connection to the past lives and forgotten memories. Is that connection to that to that avenue. But also, I was gonna say, it also promotes the connection of speaking with the ancestors. and the guides. So Aragonite is good in combination with angelite, which is pretty rare. Again, like it's pretty rare for, a very earthy grounding stone to be in combination with, or to promote, the connection to the higher chakras or to the etheric realms, but Aragonite does promote that energy as well. And of course, it's again, dealing with the root chakra. This is gonna heal any problems of the root chakra, especially again with being grounded. But the whole aspect of being grounded and feeling good in your body, is feeling safe, secure. How could you survive if you don't feel that good in your body? How could you be courageous if you don't even, when you at war with your body, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that whole aspect of the root chakra and being grounded first and foremost before we could do any type of spiritual work on this plane, you gotta be in your body fully, you know what I'm saying? And not say you have to be let me put an asterisk by that, because for most of us, some people work is sitting there, and meditating in the mountains and doing their work from the astral plane. I do my best to not say that you're supposed to be doing it this one way. Like, it's more than one way. It's to skin a cat, like they say, you know what I'm saying? And that vibe of, like, of course you could see that it, like, Source's full existence is a balance of being in the physical and the non-physical, but some of us find our own unique ways of balancing that. We're all different on what type of soul spark we are, what soul spark we come from in essence. So we're gonna deal with that vibe a little different, of course, but for the most part, you have to be, if you're here in your body, it's to be, connected with it and to deal with this earthly plane in some way, form, or fashion. So bring you into that Malkut, the root. And that's about it. Let's see. Oh, all right. So also too, and that's real. So a lot of times we're working with root chakra stones, or just the root chakra in general. The root chakra is the root to our existence. Like, so also that's why crystals that deal with the root chakra deal with our roots, our ancestry. You know what I'm saying? But also going back to the root of what caused the situation on this earthly plane. So with us, like, going back into the past lives and forgotten memories, that would tap into the past lives and forgotten memories on this earthly plane and help us. Basically, Aragonite will help us get to the root of certain problems or situations that we may still be dealing with in this lifetime. So dealing with it, going to, and matter of fact, it would be great in combination with black obsidian for that reason as well, and shungite, for like uncovering, the root to our, like what we dealing with right now, trying to fix right now. You could go back in and tap into, those memories to see the root, because when your roots are the root of any cause on any level, what I'm saying, that allows for you to move in a proper, and beneficial way right now, what I'm saying. Now it's to vibrate, what I'm saying. You reference the past to know how you need to move right now, and moving right now creates your future. But that's basically it with the Aragonite, just good for that strong earthly connection. And you see the correlation, like how it helps the nadis and meridians and ley lines within their body. And then when you get into that mode of being healthy and fully aware and connected to earth, then you do the type of work that helps the ley lines of earth body, what I'm saying. Like, well, it promotes the conservation is a vibe. So here it is, you doing work to help Earth's ley lines. So it's like as above, so below. The crystal works on you, and then you work on the Earth in essence. And which is a circular 360 symbiotic relationship, because this crystal is Earth. So see how that shit. This crystal is earth. you know, bunch of earth crystals. But that's basically it. Just definitely connecting with the earthy vibes. And being strong in that root, in that earth star chakra. Aragonite is the crystal for you. Peace. Basically it. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.